Once upon a time in the land of Ndala, there lived a king called Oba Mwengo. King Oba Mwengo had no children and was bothered about the throne leaving his family lineage. And his wife, Queen Adesina was also bothered as well because she was getting older and no one to look after her at her old age. The land of Ndala was a small, beautiful village with flowing rivers, crops growing, and forest and garden. On one market day, the queen took a walk with one of her most faithful maiden, and they came across a tree where the queen sat under it singing. She was comfortable with the wind blowing. She started singing. She thought she was cursed, not knowing the gods of the land was waiting for the perfect time to bless her with a child. Not just a child, but a son who will take over the throne after the king. She left, and when she arrived at the palace, the elders were sitting with the king discussing about the kingdom. Immediately after the elders left, the king summoned the village chief priest. He said, "Consult the gods of Ndala Kingdom and let me know what calamity has fallen upon the royal family." And then the chief priest said, "That was already revealed to me. Your forefathers called the gods of Ndala Kingdom the gods of faith. Only those who had faith, their wishes were granted. But the king was very low on his faith because of his age, and the elders had already said in the meeting that they're yet to appoint the next royal family. It kept the king bothered and worried. He told his wife, Queen Adesina, about what the village chief priest said, and on her own side, she had faith in it. She believed that the gods of the land will visit the royal family with a child. Days passed, weeks passed. On a certain evening, the chief priest visited the king saying, "The voice of the queen was heard by the gods, and the fruit of the womb will be given to her." The king was confused, and after the chief priest left, he called the queen. He told all that was said to him. The queen was confused as well until she remembered when she sang under the tree. In a hurry, she went back to the same spot. She sang and sang in different remedies and harmonies, expecting the gods to reveal to her if she would be expecting a son or a daughter. But yet it was silence. She left. On arriving at the palace, she met the king, and not quite long the chief priest arrived, and he said, "My queen, you shall pass the night at the king's hurt." That's the words of the gods of Ndala Kingdom, and the king and queen passed the night together. As the sun arises in the morning, so did the queen woke up feeling amazed about last night. Days on the elders came to palace, letting the king know that in the next market day, they will announce to the entire village the new royal family. It was on a certain evening, the queen invited the midwife because she has been feeling weak lately. And at the other side, she believed it was the gods' words manifesting. News spread around the kingdom of Ndala that the gods has visited the royal family. Most people were happy, and some were not. One of the elders, Elder Kofaru, wasn't happy because he had a son, and his family was secretly chosen by the other elders to be the next royal family. The king was happy but worried about the gender of the unborn child, but still he invited the elders and specially gave them the news. The elders had to cancel the plan of choosing a new royal family until the child was born. Elder Kofaru wasn't happy in any way. He knew that his family could still be chosen if the king was no more and the child was still unborn. At night, Elder Kofaru took a walk into the royal palace and stabbed the king while sleeping. The village existed without a king ruling until Queen Adesina put to birth.